So I've been asked, Nick, what is climate change, and what can little old me do about to help? Well, as once said in one of my favorite movies, The Lorax, unless someone like you cares an awful lot, nothing is going to get better. So now back to that question. What can I do about it? Well, personally, I use a car. Well, transportation in general, a lot. Cars, trains, buses, taxis, planes, you name it. I use it, which leaves a carbon footprint, yes. Now you may be wondering, what can I do to offset this carbon footprint? Well, what I do is I go to StandForTrees.org. Now you may be wondering, how does Stand for Trees work? Well, you buy these Stand for Trees certificates. Think of it as a one-way ticket to saving the earth. So, how else does it work? How do I help? Well, let's get back to the computer. Oh, thank God you're still here. I almost forgot to mention, buying a Stand for Trees certificate is not only helping globally, but it's helping locally. Now let's go find out why that matters. So why does it matter? Well, not only are you protecting amazing forests, you're also protecting the trees that produce our oxygen and absorb carbon dioxide. Also, if you didn't know, when a tree is cut down, all of that carbon dioxide stored inside the tree is released into the atmosphere. It's distasteful. Keeping forests standing is probably the best way to keep endangered forests standing and help the climate. It's a win-win.
Now I know some of you may be thinking, oh my god, this sounds so great, I need to help out right now. Well, the website claims that when you buy these certificates, you help local forest communities around the world keep a specific forest standing and prevent a ton of CO2 from entering the Earth's atmosphere. Beautiful.
So now I know you're all wondering, what are the pros and cons of this? There really is no cons. And you know what? You'd actually be right. There is no cons against this. What is wrong with keeping endangered forests standing? What's wrong with that? And think. Now you may be thinking, oh, it's probably expensive. These certificates sound very fancy. Well, you'd actually be wrong. To save 1 ton of carbon dioxide from getting into our atmosphere is $10. What is that? A Starbucks coffee? Come on. I know you got that money. So you can choose different packages. Half ton is $5, 1 ton, $10, 2 ton, $20. You get it. So there's really no reason not to do it, right? You're saving the environment, keeping endangered forests standing. What's not to like? So some of you may be thinking, what is a ton exactly? Like, I don't really know what a ton is. I know what a liter is. I know what I get. So the term ton refers to the metric ton of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is the primary greenhouse gas responsible for climate change. Carbon dioxide traps heat, and thus, when there's high amounts of carbon dioxide in the Earth's atmosphere, the planet gets a lot warmer. And what does that mean exactly? Well, when the planet gets warmer, the ice caps on both sides of the Earth start melting, which means oceans get higher and warmer, causing the water to expand, and it just floods out communities along the shoreline. This is terrible. Also, another thing is that it'll be a very uneven balance, causing more storms, more harsh winters, more hotter summers. That's not good. And by hotter, I don't mean like 20-degree weather. I mean like 50 degrees Celsius in Canada. Come on. No.
So my camera just died, and hopefully the world doesn't have such a fast life as this camera did. But now I just want to suggest a course of action that you guys can take. I want you guys to go on to standfortrees.org.
I had to write this backwards, so that's why it's all messed up right here. Anyways, I want you guys to go on stanfordtrees.org, okay? And what would I do to make it better? Advertise the hell out of it. They have plenty, tons, if you look right here, tons and tons of different forests that you can stand for. If you do even a little bit of research, you can find one that you will love in $10. Come on. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys stand for trees, because I know I will. Thanks.